Good evening and welcome to the Artist Showcase. I am your host, Tanya Michelle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I know I have been on hiatus for a minute, but getting kind of relaxing and spending time with family and friends and spending time with my mom. She had a 70th birthday 2 weeks ago on the 7th, and yeah, so I am glad to be back. And yeah, I'm just glad to be back. Tonight I have a very, very special guest. As soon as she checks in, we're going to go right into it. My guest tonight is singer, songwriter. Gosh, she triple threat: singer, songwriter, dancer, actress, you name it, she's it, by the name of Jay Fears. Yes, 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 yes. Jay Fears. Um, she's actually from Detroit. She's going to be tuning in to us shortly via satellite. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and read off her bio. Let me see. Let me pull it right back up because I had it up. Let's see here. Let me get back in the swing of things. Jay Fears, like I said, she is from Detroit. She has a new single that's out or coming out, and we're going to be listening to that song, "It'll Do," and also some other songs she released. And so we're going to take a listen to that. We're definitely going to talk about her journey so far as an artist and as an actress. We're going to talk a little bit about that too. Again, Jay Fear, she was born in Detroit, Michigan, and established her passion for music at a young age. The talented singer-songwriter grew up listening to her mother's R&B records, unknowingly predetermining Jay's future dancing gigs with the legendary Aretha Franklin and Charlie Wilson. When Jay was 14, she competed in a national talented competition in Los Angeles. After successfully taking the win, Jay had truly found her passion, and her mother moved to LA permanently soon after. The song Gemini that we're going to listen to in a few moments or so is a funky, soulful track by Jay Fears with an old school Motown vibe mixed with a little bit of contemporary funk vibe, right? So Gemini is a refreshing hit, and Jay Fears has the alluring voice from her bouncing verses to her smooth hook Gemini. We will all be dancing to along with the beat. We're going to talk a little bit about Gemini, how that title came about for her CD and that song. We're going to discuss the lyrics of that song. And me personally, I think it's the Gemini anthem, right? It's the Gemini anthem. We're going to see if Jay Fears, is she a Gemini? Maybe that's how she come about with the title. So, yes, again, thank you for watching as we waiting for Jay Fears. You're watching the Artist Showcase live here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. You're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other social media platforms. Be sure that you like, follow, share, and comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching the WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Yes, yes, yes. She is currently now, she's logging in. We're going to wait a couple more minutes. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful, wonderful holiday, wonderful New Year's. Hopefully this year so far, a couple of weeks into the 2024, you're having a really, really good year so far. Let's see. Let me do this. I am going to play one of my favorites. I'm not going to play Gemini just yet. I'm going to wait until she gets on the air. But let me go ahead and let me play one of her songs. Detroit Vibe. I like this because it kind of tells us a little bit about Detroit or her perspective of Detroit and what we all love about Detroit. And I personally love it. So I'm going to play that in the time being, so that give her some time to for us to connect with Ms. J. Fierce, our guest this evening. This is J. Fierce. This is off her Gemini CD. This is called Detroit Vibe. Having some technical difficulties here. I'm going to fix the problem in just a second. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah, we'll play that back in just a second as soon as everything gets wrapped up and everything goes okay. Again, as we're waiting for Jay Fears to come in, and she's waiting for us both to connect. Um, okay, all right. We're still trying to connect with Jay Fears. Computers, right? we gotta love them, right? But we keep it going, right? We gotta keep it going, gotta keep it going. Again, my guest tonight is Jay Fears, singer, songwriter, dancer, actress. Yeah, she's done it all. She's more than a triple threat, right? From Detroit, she's going to be joining us just shortly via satellite. Very, very shortly. Very shortly. If you see me, Jay Fears, hold on just a second. We may have you to call in. Yeah. We're gonna have Jay Fears call in. Hope we was hoping to get her on video. Um, but yeah, our lines are crossing, so we're gonna have her call in to us. Yeah, and then hopefully we can go ahead and move on with the show and play a few of her songs. Right, right. Yeah, she's got a really nice CD. Ah, is that my caller?
This is she.
Is that my caller? Is that my Jay Fierce? How are you, doll?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get you on video. I would love to see your pretty face. I was just kind of read your bio. Singer, songwriter, actress, dance for Charlie Wilson, Aretha Franklin. I mean, girl, you have done it all. I love it. I love it. Tell everyone out there, who is Jay Fears?
uh, Child, probably the craziest yet the most calmest person you'll ever meet in your life. The super hard worker, uh, daughter of an amazing mother,
Mm-hmm.
and just just all around, just try to be the best person that I can be in this crazy world that we in.
Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right. How did you tell everyone? How did you get involved in or get into this business? What did you want to do first? Because, like I said, you're more than a triple threat. Which one did you start doing first? Did you become entertainer or singer first, or actress?
Did I do actress first, or what was the other one?
Did you become a singer first or an actress? Which one did you did first?
I was actually an actress first.
Oh, okay. And then now, how did that come about?
It came about through being in a national, like one of, remember those commercials that used to come on back in the day asking you like, oh, do you have time, come to Barbizon and, come to this modeling and acting competition, things like that. So
Yeah.
I joined that, and they sent you, if you were good enough, they sent you off to LA to find agents.
Uh-huh.
And I went to LA, found some agents, took some acting classes, and my mom was nice enough to go out there with me. We moved out there just on a hunt, not knowing nothing about anything, and we just went
Wow.
for it. We just
Wow.
dove in head first, and I was blessed enough to get my first acting job within 6 months of being out there. I was in this movie
Uh-huh.
that I think a lot of people are familiar with called The Woods. It stars Omar Epps and Richard T. Jones and Tay Diggs.
Yeah. Oh, that was on a couple of weeks ago, I want to say. I didn't now see I need to go
That
back and
movie
look
is
at that.
always on. It is
Right.
a classic.
Yes, it is. Now see I need to go back and look at that. How was it now? Did you get a chance to work with any of those amazing actors?
I got a chance to work with the younger versions because that's the scene that I was in. I played my part was just so small. I didn't even have a name. Like my character name was literally Girl with Roland. So I got
Okay.
a chance to work with those actors. I got a chance to meet them like during the premiere,
Mm-hmm.
but to actually like be in the scene with them, not just yet, but that's coming. That's coming.
Yes, we put that in the atmosphere, right?
All
That's
day,
true.
all day.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. So your mom, wow, wonderful of her. Because not parents are willing to do that, to pick up and to move out there. That is so much love. That
Especially
for
in the middle,
real.
she was smack dead in the middle of a marriage. God bless
Wow.
my stepdad. He's resting in heaven right now, but she was married, and she was actually, I'm extremely blessed that she took that sacrifice to have her husband. They stayed on separate coasts. Like my mom was in California with me, and my stepdad held the fort down in Detroit while we were out there.
Wow. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you're out there. You got your first your first movie gig. What happened after the Wood?
So acting is slow when you're a teenager because
Uh-huh.
they pretty much book all of the teenage roles. They give it to 18 and older because they can work longer and they don't have to have tutors or anything on the set. So it got kind of slow after that because I was only 16 at the time. So
Okay.
that's how I ended up diving into dance.
Oh,
Because my
okay.
roommate at the time, yeah, I had a roommate at the time, and her daughter was a really big into dance as well as acting. and her name is, I'm pretty sure you are all familiar with Katrina Carson as well. A lot of people don't know, but we were roommates out in LA when we were younger in our grade school.
Oh, yeah, right,
So
right,
her
right.
mother and her were telling us about her daughter was Katrina was taking dance classes, and I should try to go into it too. And so I like went to my first dance class out there. And once I did that, I just never looked back. I was saving my lunch money that my mom was giving me for school to eat at lunch. And instead of buying lunch, I was saving that to go to dance class every week so I can take hip hop. And that's how
Wow.
I ended up becoming a dancer, learning from all the great choreographers like back in the late 90s, early 2000s, your
Mm-hmm.
Wade Robson, your Dantes, your hi-hats, your Fatimas. I was up under them, taking classes from them every week, going on auditions for music videos, tours, the whole nine.
Wow. Wow. That is
And
awesome.
while I, yeah, while I was dancing, so I ended up dancing with Aaron Carter. He was like the first major act that I danced for, and rest in heaven to him as well. He's Nick Carter's brother from Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And while I was dancing with him, when I was dancing with him, his mom was actually the one that said to me, you ever thought about becoming a singer? You should sing.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how everything turned into everything. That's how the acting turned into dance, and that's how the dance turned into singing.
Wow. Wow. Your latest film, and then we're going to talk about more about music, and then we're going to talk about your journey. Your most latest film, if I'm not mistaken, was from producer and or director Darren Brown. That's here in Detroit. Tell us a little bit about that film and how did you get that part?
Me and I've known Darren for years,
Mm-hmm.
forever. Just being in the city, just knowing, who's is trying to be up and coming, whether it's directors, actors. And he just actually reached out to me, and because he thought that I would be perfect for that role.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the movie is called The Users, and I play a girl named Sydney, if I'm not mistaken. I think,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you can probably still find that on like Amazon or Tubi or one of those. I'm pretty sure you can like just Google it,
Yep.
and it's available to watch. Just a naive girl just in the fashion world, just trying to make it, and just hung up on love, just like all the rest of us, and letting it blind me by instead of just focusing on what's important
Right.
for the most part. And I ended up getting caught up in a married couple's mess, and that's just all that I'm gonna say. Y'all just gonna have to watch it and check out and see what happens with the rest of that. So I don't want to give it away too much.
Right, right. But I will say this. It is a very, very good movie. Darren is one of the most talented directors here in Detroit. So kudos to him. And that film, like you say, pretty sure is on, like you said, on YouTube and Prime. I believe, I want to say it's Tubi that I seen it on.
Hmm.
And yeah, you are definitely going to like that film. So guys, be sure that you take a look at Jay Fears and Users for sure. You are watching the Artist Showcase live here on WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please be sure that you like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We're going to try this again. I was trying to hook up to play Gemini, well, Detroit Vibe at first, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to play Gemini, and hopefully now we're connected and we can hear that. So like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit about your singing career, your journey so far, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the business side too of it. Not necessarily personal, but just the business side of it for anyone who wants to get into this industry. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we can go ahead and play Gemini. This is off of your one your self-titled CD Gemini. And once I play it, Jai, I'm going to go ahead and have you tell us a little bit about that, how you come up with the title, discuss the lyrics of that. Because I want to say Gemini. I said, I wonder if Jay is a Gemini. How that come about.
All day long.
Well, I figured. I figured.
June 13th.
See, June. My dad's is June 3rd.
Oh, very nice. Come on with the 3.
Ah, June 3rd. Yes, yes. He's a hot mess though. That's the man Gemini.
We're misunderstood.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking to it.
Oh, where you
sticking to that?
You say you're gonna stick to it, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see if we can go ahead. Let's go ahead and connect and see if we can play Gemini. This is Jay Fears, and this is Gemini. Come on, play for me. Uh-oh, it doesn't look like it wants to connect. We'll try again just a few minutes, in a few minutes later and see, let them go ahead and try to, so we can do to fix that so that we can hear our girl, Jay Fears, in the song Gemini. Yes. While we're trying to get that connected, tell us a little bit about Gemini. How did you come up with the title and the lyrics of that? We know now that you are a Gemini. How did you come about with the title?
There's no other way I can really just explain. Like that, literally, that astrological sign just literally explains who I am down to a T. Not even, even astrology aside. Like I'm just literally pretty much. I mean, sometimes I can actually be more than 2 people, but for the most part, I am the true definition of 2 people. I don't really want to say that I'm like, how they can say it's like the good and the bad. Like I really don't think I have a bad side. It's just more so just like my personality and my vibe.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of times I would want to just like, I like to dress up and be really cute. And then, it can be literally the next day. And I don't want to wear no makeup. I don't want no lashes. I'm wearing sweats. I don't even want to put shoes on half the time. And I will go out and still have the same energy, still be the bad girl, the dope girl that I am, no matter. And I can just literally I go out both of those ways all the time.
Right. And I have to agree. The Gemini women, I have to agree with that. I actually have a friend, Joanne, that's actually her birthday is the same day. And yep, she's exactly the same way. They're the sweetest people you could ever meet. And like you say, dress up one day, no makeup the next.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how I got the lyrics for the song too, to answer the second part of that question. I just wrote down who I am. Yeah. I wrote down like where I'm from. There's parts in the song that mentions like the high school that I went to before I moved out to California. And I just pretty much think it explains myself, along with, I hope that other Gemini can relate to that as well, in a nutshell.
Okay. Now, did you write that? So we know that you wrote that song. So did you write other songs on that CD?
I wrote all of them by myself.
Wow. How long does it normally take you to write a song?
It just depends. Yeah. Sometimes there have been times where I have wrote a whole song in one session, and then there have been other times where I'll literally be stumped, and it'll take me almost a month to write down maybe a hook or a verse. Like this last song that I'm getting ready to release in the next month called Anime.
Okay.
it was such a like this was probably like the longest process for me because I was working with a new producer.
Mhm.
I mean, we worked together on a previous song, like my last single that just came off called "What a Girl Wants." Shout out to Daniel
Mhm.
uh, Prime. He produced that for me, and so we literally made this new song from scratch. So it just like literally took us forever to come up with a melody that we both agreed with. And then after he finally did his part, and it felt like it took me forever to come up with lyrics. I kept going back and forth, and then we just finally got to a place where we pretty much feel now it's a masterpiece, and it's about to get ready to get mixed and mastered, and we're about to release it by March.
Oh,
So yeah, it just
awesome.
depends.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. So now, when you're creating your music, are you creating it for yourself, or are you thinking about your fans as well?
I think about I do both. I
Okay.
really do both because I'm such a unique creature. Like I am not for the masses, and so like my music is not for the masses either. So it's a very unique small bunch. And that's why I call my supporters members only because it's like a private exclusive group that we
Right.
have. We're just not of the norm. We, roll to the beat of our own drum. So the music is not for everybody. Trust me,
Right.
and that's not saying it in a bad way. It's just that majority of people just listen to the masses are in a whole nother lane and world right now with what they want to listen to, and I'm just like complete opposite of that. And luckily there's enough people in the world and there's enough music in the world to where there's something for everybody.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. What do you enjoy most about being an artist?
To create, I get to create,
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. I can
and
see
that's
that.
that's on all aspects because I do. For people that don't know, I create content as well, like outside of music and acting. I make skits on Instagram and TikTok, and that's just a whole nother part of my artistry and a part of who I am just as a person. Like I live and breathe creation in all aspects. I love to, even with my style, all with my hair, everything, whether I'm wearing a wig that's got 26 inches in it or if I'm rocking my own little shriveled up curls, I just love to be creative.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I enjoy about it the most is to
Right.
be able to be in control and to at the end of the day look at it and say, wow, like, I did that or if people helped me, we did that, and to see it come to life is just an unexplainable feeling.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Do you remember the very first time you performed on stage?
Yep.
Tell us a little
If
bit
I'm
about
not
that.
mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, I was either in high school or I had just graduated and there was like some little showcase, something out in LA, and I think the very first song that I ever sung live was Aaliyah's "Try Again,"
Ah, wow.
and I'm pretty sure it was horrible. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah, you think it was
I'm
horrible?
pretty sure that thing. I pray that thing don't pop up when I start to get some steam behind me, because I know that they gonna roast me so bad, but it's all right. My skin is tough enough. I'm ready for it. As much as I've been through it, whatever they throw at me, I can catch it.
Right. Right. Let's talk a little bit about your journey. You told us this amazing, story about your earlier years in LA, starting off as an actress, your mom going out there with you, bless her heart, for going out there and, let's talk about a little bit more about the music journey, itself, and the business part of it. Um, it's so many people now that wants to. I shouldn't say so many people, but they want to become this entertainer, this song, this singer, and things have changed from the early 90s or 80s until now, because now we got the social media stuff, right? And so
Mhm.
things are so much different. We still got the record labels and things, right? But then you have a lot of artists too that don't want to go that route, and so they start either their own label or they wanted to put their own music out. And in your own words or your opinion, what do you think about that? If someone is that wants to get started in this business, um, what route would you ask them that would you tell them to take? What's the
I
very
really
first
honestly think
thing?
that everything is relative. There is no like cookie cutter like one route in this
Mhm.
industry.
Mhm.
Like independent works for some, and then if you have like a extreme uh, commercial appeal,
Mhm.
then if you come about the right opportunity, keyword the right opportunity that benefits yourself, your family, then a deal will work for that person. So I
Right.
just think it that question really relates just to every person individually, if that makes sense. So I
Yeah.
don't want to just say everybody go independent because that doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
Some
Right.
people have, the money or, the means or the connections. They know people in the industry, so why wouldn't they want to get signed? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
it just, I would just say, trust your heart, know who you are as an artist, know your sound, and like, if you know that you would go better
Mhm.
as you would probably, get taken advantage of or get shelled as an artist, then go independent. Because like I just said earlier, there's music for like people listen to, there's so many genres now. There's just so many avenues to put your music on. If you don't want to sign to a record label, there's so many other ways to be an artist and put your music out or put yourself out as an artist.
Right.
It's not
Exactly.
That's not just the only avenue anymore. And there's a lot of that's not the only lucrative way too. And when you do the independent route, when you do start to become more popular, a lot of the money that you make, it just goes straight to you.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
Yep.
don't have to share it with anybody.
Yep. That's true.
That's always a plus. But
Yes.
the minus to that is just that you just don't have that massive uh, marketing machine behind you.
Eggs. Yeah. That's true. That's true. That is absolutely
So
true.
yeah, everything is it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
It's a yeah.
What is the biggest problem that you've encountered in this journey of music?
The biggest problem, probably just like something I said earlier too. Just when you don't make like music that is played on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to get people to listen to it, for lack of a better word, is for
Okay.
what I'm saying. Like when you're so unique, it's hard to get people to try to catch on to it. Like we live in a world where it won't catch on until somebody major
Mm-hmm.
backs me, puts me
Right.
on their Instagram story, or if I take a picture or somebody shouts me out, then all of a sudden people are more willing. But
Oh yeah.
it's just how the way that this Earth, Wind and Fire said, that's the way of the world.
Yep.
And so if Earth, Wind and Fire said, we can't contest that.
Right.
So that would be just a negative. But as I've been going about this every day, all day, and
Mm-hmm.
it hasn't been like an overnight thing, but it's been great progress, especially in the last couple of years. So I have
Yeah.
no complaints. I know that I am on my way
Oh yeah.
with
Oh
members
yeah.
only, even though we're a small bunch, but we growing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely agree.
Mhm.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree. I'm gonna try one more last time to see if we can still connect and please play two of your songs during this interview. I know we have like probably about about a good 20 minutes or so left, I assume. I'm going to try once again. And if we can't connect on your music, I do apologize. Things happen, technical stuff happens, and, everyday life.
It's quite all right.
Yeah, but,
It's
you
all that stuff is on YouTube. If people watching on YouTube right now, you can just go to my YouTube channel. All the music is there. All the music is streaming now on whatever streaming service you listen to, whether it be Pandora, if it's Spotify, if it's Apple Music. It's all there.
Yep, and
So
that's
if
out.
we can't connect here, if you get a second after the interview, go check it out in Jesus' name.
Yep, and that's what I was getting ready to tell everyone to make sure that you go over to Spotify. All of her songs, are there in other social media outlets. So let's see if we can go ahead and see if we can connect and play Gemini. If not, like I said, like she said, you definitely go onto her onto other platforms. I'm actually on Spotify myself now, and you can find her music there. Let's see. Yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah, it is not. It's still not connecting, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I would, yeah, definitely go on to all of her social media outlets. She's gonna list that later on at the end of the show, so you know where to find Jay Fears and her music, and to purchase her music. Right? We definitely want
Yes,
that. Again, you're watching.
yes, please.
Yes. Again, you're watching the Artist Showcase live on WJZZ Cool TV, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Be sure that you click the like button, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Jay Fears. So we talked a little bit about earlier in the show. For those who just tuning in, we talked a little bit about your acting career. We talked a little about your journey, a little bit about your music. Um, is it hard being an independent artist, especially I know you're from Detroit. When you were here in Detroit, was it tough getting your name out there and getting your music out there as an independent artist?
It seems like it was more easier back in the day because it wasn't as oversaturated as it is now.
Mm, okay, yeah.
It was much easier, and I will at least say local wise.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm, mhm. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, and and it's so funny because we have so much talent, but
Hmm.
if you have some of that talent, it's like share some of that, share some of that
Hmm.
knowledge, especially for those who are, that's trying to get gigs and things like that, or trying to get their music out there. Why do you think that you have some artists out there, it could be international too, that don't want to share that knowledge, especially the business side of it?
Probably because they probably just work so hard and don't don't want anybody to just come and take their spot. They feel a lot of people feel like you. If I had to figure it out, you have to figure it out. Some people are just selfish, or
Yeah.
some people just really like I said, they just don't want any competition.
Yeah. 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 And that's the perfect word for that. Selfish. For sure. That's for sure. Um, what's coming up next for you? Any more movies? I know you have the single. You have a single that's out. So what's next for Jay Fears?
Next is a single called Anime that's coming out in March.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we're going to start doing some shows locally here in Atlanta. We're going to do some shows in Detroit. We're going to put out a music video for Anime.
Okay.
And we're going to make some really good smash ups that I've been doing on YouTube. Like I put out one already to Sade and Atlanta's Morissette, and I'm going to be doing, hopefully my plan is to do one each quarter. So I'm going to put out a single, and then I'm going to do my smash up after that one. So please be on the lookout for that as well, because I'm really excited about this next one that I'm working on.
Oh, and I can't
We're just
wait.
taking everything just one step at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah.
We breathing it, taking it day by day. We drinking our tea, we having our cocktails, and we just trying
Right.
to live life in between of achieving these dreams, honey.
That's right. That is so true. Is there anyone out there that we just had your boy on here, Billy J? Like I want to say
Oh
over the
yeah.
summer or something. I love the collaboration between you two. Loved it, love it. Is there anyone out there that you love to collaborate with? They can be, independent or it could be international.
I'm ready to collaborate with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to, because that's another challenge to see.
Mm-hmm.
The more unique the collaboration, let's bring it and see what we can make of it.
Yeah.
It would be nice to collaborate with somebody that plays like, violin, a piccolo.
Right.
Or, let's see if we can come up with some kind of visual with somebody that does like river dance. Or,
Right.
anything. Like, I'm just up for any type of, like, unique, because, that's the way in, pretty much, the more unique you are now and away from the norm, the better chance you have of, being seen, because people are just so tired of the everyday. You stick out when you're different.
Exactly.
So I'm all for any unique or any like-minded collaboration. Either or, I'm fine with it. I'm ready with it. Hit me up. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yes, and I can see you collaborating with probably just anyone. There's no one really sticks out, right now to mind that I would love to see you collaborate with. Because like I said, you're so well rounded. So yeah, I can see that. Just pretty much anybody. And that's good though to kind of go and kind of put your foot in different genres of music, and kind of test it. Yeah. Especially you don't want to hear the same songs over and over again. Like I hear the same the same trap music all the time.
Trap,
Yeah.
trap is great in the setting that it's in. It's great for the club.
Right. Great for the club. Right. Yeah. We're not saying it's bad because I do like some trap music now. Some. But yeah.
You flying down 75 and you just got off work. That trap music is perfect.
All right. Who is your favorite artist out here now?
Do I have to pick one? Oh man, one is hard. I have a few. My favorite artists right now would definitely have to be like Bruno Mars, Usher, Sade, and Brandy for that's my favorite singer.
Oh yeah.
Bruno and Usher are definitely more performance.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Yeah.
if I had to pick a top three, those would be the top three.
Now I'm seeing you dance for Charlie Wilson. Now I can see you dancing for Usher too.
Oh yeah, I would love to if I
Sing
had to
too.
pick somebody I would love to collaborate with, it would be either Usher or Bruno.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's
Definitely
my
Bruno.
goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Even sing with them too. Usher too. I could see.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could see that. Yes. We gotta put that out there. Put that in the atmosphere.
Yep, that's the goal. Both of those are
Mhm.
the ultimate goal to do a collaboration with either one of them.
Yeah. Before we go, two more questions. I'm gonna go back to the business side a little bit. What are the pros and cons in the business?
The pros is that it can be very lucrative for you if you play your cards right. You can be financially set for yourself, for your family. It's a great way to get your story out, or
Hmm.
like when there are things that you want to get behind, or what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to like side with something, or if you
Hmm.
want to just, vent, whatever the case may be, when you
Yeah.
have a platform,
Hmm.
people look to you and your word means something. Like
Right.
if you want to back like a certain politician, or even if you had a bad experience at a restaurant, like your word matters.
Right. Right.
And people will get behind you
Hmm.
and rally with you when you have a huge following. So those are pros. Like when I want to right now, like if I want to complain about hotels.com, don't nobody care about what I got to say. They like, girl, we going on this vacation, move out the way.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's definitely a pro. And then like the con too is having that huge platform and making one wrong move, and then
Hmm.
all of a sudden everybody in the world hates you.
Yeah. 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 That's for sure.
And yeah, being too much of an influence, and you're having a negative influence
Hmm.
on the world. Now you got everybody out here thinking a certain way. That's what's going on right now. Even this is a whole tangent, but it's just a part of what
Yeah.
you're saying. Just people that have these platforms right now and are putting such a sour note on the dating world, and having everybody having their mindset about certain races and certain genders and everything like that. The con to this, like, I just don't think that everybody, like, the internet is like the biggest blessing and the biggest
Right.
curse in the world, because it gave the average man a voice. And that
Right.
is the worst thing that we
Yeah.
could
Hmm. That is so
I
true.
don't care
Jay,
who
that
don't
is
like
so
it.
fit. Right. Right. Yeah.
I don't care who don't like it. It's the truth.
Hmm. Yep. You're right. You're absolutely right. Jay Fierce, everyone. Thank you so much for coming on to the Artist Showcase. We got to have you back on. Definitely have to have you back on again.
I would love to.
Yes, and see your beautiful
Even if it
face.
takes us another 6 months to schedule it, I'm gonna be here.
I know, right? No, it won't take that long. But
Right.
we
And
definitely.
I swear I apologize about that, because majority of it was my fault, working crazy during this holiday season, just trying to get every dollar that I can so we can buy these Christmas presents, trying to pay these bills.
I
That
hear
job had
you.
me in a chokehold.
I hear you. I hear you. Yep. And that's one
But
thing
we made it.
too. Yeah, you're an artist too and making music, but you have other things too going on too. So I get it. People are busy. I get it. But I'm always patient because I love me
Hmm.
some J Fears.
Aw.
Yeah, so
And I love you, and I appreciate
you're
you too.
welcome.
And I want to just continue just like much success to you in your endeavors and everything that's going on with your health. I pray
Thank
a speedy
you.
recovery and nothing but blessings over you and your mom. Like both of
Ah,
y'all just have much continued success in
ah,
all of your endeavors and everything going on. Seriously, I
ah.
think
Thank
about both of
you.
y'all. So speedy
Ah.
recovery and every clean bill of health in the next 30 days.
Yes, 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 yes. That's right. Yep. Surgery is February 1st. So yes,
Let's do it.
definitely.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
already done.
Yep, yep. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jay Fears, everyone. Make sure, where can they find your music and purchase your music?
You can purchase it at the iTunes Music Store, and you can stream it all day long. Even though I'm only gonna get .000000003 cents from it, I'll take everyone. I just, it's about the community with me. We just out
Yeah.
here just trying to spread a great message of just positivity and just trying to bring that good feeling of like just music and performance back. And that's what I'm all about. That's what my music is about. And that's just, I'm all about just good vibes. There's so much mess going on in this world. We just need
Mm-hmm.
as many good vibes as possible. So you can find it on like iTunes and Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, all of them, any of them, every one of them. It don't matter. If you just type in J Fear, something's gonna come up. And if it don't, call me. 'Cause I got a
Right.
word to say. Because I'm paying all of them. I'm
Right.
paying all of them, so they better show up.
Right. That's for sure. Again, thank you so much, Jay Fears, for coming on to the Artist Showcase. Again, you're definitely always welcome to come back. I'm definitely going to have you on back on again to the Entertainment Lounge. And speaking of the Entertainment Lounge, my show, the Entertainment Lounge, will be on YouTube very soon. We going into season 5. Season 5, guys. I've been on almost 3 years, so season 5 is going to start on February 14th on Valentine's Day, Wednesday at 7 p.m. So make sure that you look. I'm sorry, not the 14th. I'm sorry, February 21st. So make sure that the day after, the Wednesday after Valentine's Day. So be sure that you tune in for that. Follow me on the Entertainment Lounge on Facebook, or you can follow me, Tanya Michelle, on Facebook. Instagram, it is Tanya Michelle underscore, I believe, 47. So yeah, follow me. Make sure that you follow me. Make sure that you get the dates and who I'm going to have on my show on the Entertainment Lounge and on the Artist Showcase. Again, you're watching the Artist Showcase live on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and YouTube, and other social media platforms on WJZZ Cool TV. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jay Fears, for coming on to the Artist Showcase. And I will see you all on next week.